Welcome to the How to Install a Lead Generation Funnel System brought to you by Strategix Marketing. So part one of our series is all about how to write the book. As we go through this series, I'll be giving you the various pieces, one piece at a time. And part one is all about creating the content that you need to attract people. So here's the book that I have that I'm using as an example. It's just a little short ebook called 5 Things You Can Fix on Your Website in the Next Week to Increase Leads. Here's where you can see the offer is on my website. Right down there on the home page, and I'll talk you through the whole process of getting that all set up. But we've got to start at step number one, and step number one is really coming up with your signature ebook, what your title's going to be for it, and the content for it. Here's a great tool. Well, let me start back at one step before this, even before we get to this great tool. One of the things you have to think about is what is the pain points that your audience is seeing and feeling? What are the things that they keep asking you about that you know you have a solution for, and the question comes up over and over and over again, or you know it's a pain point that you solve? That's where you need to focus your attention for this. Part of the reason I chose the topic that I did was because people are always wanting to know what they can do to tweak their website to get it to show up more often in new search terms or whatever the case might be. And in that ebook, I go through that. So the first thing you have to identify is what are some of the big pain points. I'd make a list of them, write them all down, and then come up with some things you could potentially focus on for that. I'm going to use the example of a plumber here. So this is a great tool because it will generate some ideas for you. So we're going to put in the word plumber here, and I hit the arrow. Now it's going to come up with content, which could be post ideas, but it could be the title of your ebook. 7 things about plumbers your teachers wouldn't tell you. Maybe not applicable there. 7 ways plumbers could help the Cubs win the World Series. Well, I'm sure that's something somebody would like to know about at some point or another. Not so relevant for our topics. What experts are saying about plumbers. Maybe something there. How to start using plumbers. You can see it's a little off, but now we're getting to something that we can actually use, is how plumbers can keep you out of trouble. Okay, so how hiring a plumber, maybe the tweak we make, can keep you out of trouble. Sounds intriguing. People come to your site, they see that offer, and they're like, what sort of trouble could I potentially get in? And so now you've got an opportunity to get them to perhaps opt in using a form similar to this. Download a free ebook, How Hiring a Plumber Can Potentially Save You from Getting into a Bunch of Problems. Bing, email, and then they access it. I'll show you how to get all the rest set up later. But the book is simple. There's nothing too crazy about this book. It is just a very simple presentation of the facts. If you're not a writer, speak in to an audio recorder some of the things that you would tell people on why you should hire a plumber versus doing it yourself, and then send that out you can just do a Google search for transcription service and then have them transcribe it out, and then you can clean it up. I want to show you in Word here what it looks like. It's just a cover page, and then just text, set up, and then saved as a PDF in the end. So there it is. That is step number 1 in the process of you generating or installing a lead generation funnel into your business. You have to create your signature ebook. Your signature ebook has to focus on problems that your target audience has and offer a very interesting title that can get them engaged with wanting to download that. Hope you enjoyed step number 1. of this process. We'll go through the rest of them. We've got to write an email series. We've got to create a landing page, special offer. We've got to create the pop-up on the site. But guess what? Even if you don't have a website, this system will work for you. And then finally, we have to promote it. I'll be back with the rest of the series next week.